Hopefully they do this
It's
peace.
fun.
This peace in the Middle East. Hopefully.
One thing I will say about Tim Dillon is that, funny guy aside, I do think it's kind of crazy that he just like all the statements he's made about like elites and whatever, they all go by the wayside when it comes down to like interviewing people like Steve Bannon or I think he literally had like Kevin Spacey do his intro for his Netflix comedy special. It's like maybe you don't really care about that kind of thing. I don't know.
They keep talking about all this, these deals they're all making. Hopefully that the Hamas and the Israel, whatever it is, they get, because.
Well, that's one thing that Trump said. If I get in there, 24 hours, the war's over.
That's a tough one. 24 is tough.
That's obviously.
But hopefully they figure it out because it is, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The human toll is unreal.
Unreal.
And, it's crazy.
Some lady just died. She was the protagonist in some documentary, and she just got blown up.
There is an argument to be made that level of devastation and death is worse than you talking to someone on your podcast.
Allegedly.
There is an argument to be made. It's probably not a good one.
The amount
but there
of damage
is an
you
argument.
can do with just talking.
There is an argument to be made that, starvation and stuff like that and people dying is worse than a podcast.
But wait a minute.
I wouldn't
Wait
make
a minute
it.
before you say that. Have you been there?
Right, that's a good point.
Have you haven't been?
By the way, how is he in all these wars? Can I just go to wars? By the way, how are you allowed to just go to wars? Is that the way
you should at least
can you just
have the
go
courtesy of going there.
Can I just go to wars, or do I have to come back and say what people want me to say about the wars? Can I go to the wars and have my own opinions, or do I have to have the opinions?
Not if you want to go back.
That's right. It's very interesting, this war tourism. How do I get on this war tourism?
Yeah.
I'd like to go to the Ukraine. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go to all this war tourism.
Do you have any awards that they can melt down and make bullets out of?
Joe, think about this. Do I seem like a guy that has a lot of awards?
Didn't you get one of those YouTube plaques when you hit 100,000?
I don't even know where they send it. I don't know where. I don't know where.
He's talking about Sean Penn, I think, right? Isn't that what he did? Sean Penn gave Zelensky his Oscar or something. Dude, liberals were going wild in the... No, Douglas Murray. No, but Sean Penn did that too, no?
Where they're sending those YouTube plaques.
We've got a few of those.
But I like this idea of war tourism. I like the idea of going to a war and then coming back having a very black and white view.
Yes, I've been there.
I get it, and I know, and interesting. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I love that.
You feel better than the other people.
Well, of course, there's a lot of people. It gets very murky. Most people I know that have been to war have a very murky, complex.
Yeah, they're dunking on Douglas Murray. I got it because of the Douglas Murray Dave Smith debacle. By the way, I've never seen more of a industry plant like straightforwardly. It's just a part of the Hasbara mechanism that like Israel has propped up Douglas Murray as the Anglo-Saxon defender of Israel in the Western world. It is so obvious. I'm sorry. I don't give a what you say. You can call me whatever the you want and be like, oh, this is anti-Semitic. Like, get the out of here. Why is Donald Trump promoting Douglas Murray's book, dude? Like, really? Really? Douglas Murray writes a book. It's everywhere. All of a sudden, he's on Joe Rogan defending Israel, and virtually every single pro-Israeli account in unison is pushing Douglas Murray. Get the out of here, dude. Get the absolute out of here. This is literally, Israel was like, finally, a guy that is not going to make people anti-Semitic by just simply looking at them. Okay? We like not even anti-Zionist at that point, like anti-Semitic. You know what I mean? Straight up. Like finally it's not, because they were like, for the longest time we had Rabbi Shmuley, Michael Rappaport, Amy Schumer, and Alan Dershowitz. Finally we got someone who at least like is one, a Christian nationalist, and he's buttoned up with a British accent, so we can just really push him, and he'll be able to penetrate the consciousness of these dumb Westerners. Nope, not even a little bit. It is not working. Okay.
Complex view of things. but it is good to go to a war and then come back and be as sure as you were before you came.
You don't have to go for very long.
No, you go for an hour.
Couple hours.
It's a lunch.
Yeah.
It's lunch on
Put
the
on
front
a
line.
flak jacket that says press.
Tea on the front lines, and then you come back and you have all the talking.
Yeah. And if you're on the right side, you probably
Right.
don't get shot.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, there doesn't seem to be a ton of danger for a lot of these people going to these wars. They seem fine.
If you cross that line and you have a bucket of food with you, they might light you up.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go. I'll go to any war and I'll anything you want. So if you want to pay for me to go to a war, I will come back and I go, I saw the Houthis. They're terrifying. They are terrifying. Any war you want. And by the way, any country, if China wants me to, I'm doing it. I'm
doing
doing it.
Moscow?
I would love to go to Moscow. And I said to my friend, Anna Hashan from the Red Scare podcast, I said, should I go to Russia? She goes, you're spiritually Russian, and the maybe you won't leave. She says the oligarch lifestyle might be for you.
I can see
The
you eating
sweatsuits,
caviar with
the
flip
smoked
flops.
fish. She goes, it might smoking a cigarette on a yacht. She goes, it might be for you. Listening to people's moral justifications for all kinds of things. Going, well,
I see your
get
point. I get it.
yeah,
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What happened to all those yachts that got confiscated?
I don't know. It's a
Who
great
gets
question.
those?
I bet it's some high level version of like a police auto auction, right?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm thinking. Exactly. Like if
Maybe
the cops,
those are the ones you sail to the war. I don't know.
Yeah. When they raid drug dealers' houses and they get those Maseratis, you could buy that Maserati online.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what those yachts are. It's a great question. What happens to those yachts?
Yeah,
those
because
very luxurious yachts. That was the first problem I had. Obviously, it's a tragedy, the whole Ukraine war, but I thought, frankly, going around and taking these oligarchs' boats, I was against that.
what's weird.
You work hard for a boat like that.
Also,
I don't know. I mean, there is a line between war tourism and doing brave journalism, and I get to dictate what that line is. It's entirely dependent on whether I like your positions or not. Okay, that's it. I'm being radically honest here. All right. If you're doing good work, then you're a brave, bold journalist putting yourself directly in the line of fire. If you're annoying, then you're doing war tourism. That's it.
In a recent podcast exchange between Theo Vaughn and guest Mark Normand, the discussion veered into the complexities of Trump's tariff policies. Theo, known for his comedic approach, questioned whether tariffs could effectively bring back manufacturing jobs to the US by making foreign imports more expensive. Normand cautiously agreed, highlighting the potential long-term benefits but acknowledging the short-term challenges and uncertainties. The conversation reflected a broader debate in the manosphere, where podcasts often blend humor with serious political discourse, attracting millions who may not engage with traditional news outlets. This non-mainstream media space, populated by influential figures like Joe Rogan, serves as a barometer for Trump's support base among younger, less politically active demographics. Their reactions ranged from skepticism over tariffs' impacts on the economy to confusion about Trump's strategy, particularly in the face of a global trade complexities and technological advancement like AI and automation. This discussion underscores the diverse perspectives within Trump's coalition and the potential implications for future political dynamics. As the podcasters navigate Trump's economic agenda, their commentary not only reflects personal opinions but also shapes the views of their sizable audiences. If you found this video interesting, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.